dann das Wetter in Deutschland ist nicht so gut.
Nein, das war nicht, gar nicht gut. Ja. Aber jetzt geht es viel
כל
besser.
מפגש קאמרי מהווה שמחה מיוחדת לקהל. והפעם יש לנו כאן מפגש מכל קצות העולם, מקצווי ארץ. האורחים הם, יש לנו ליד הפסנתר את יונג הו, Korean from Korea, and then with the clarinet, Romain from Paris, obviously, and another Korean who resides in Germany. Shall I say Anyo or Guten Tag?
Beides.
Okay, Anyo, bonjour. And we shall start surely with Poulenc. Let's have fun. Thank you, Romain. Merci beaucoup. Thank you, Yongo. It was fantastic. Romain, I would like to tell you a secret that you might not have heard. He and me, we discussed the program over the ocean from Seoul to Tel Aviv. And he proposed a few items, few repertoire pieces, and then he said, would you like to have the Poulenc? And I said, Poulenc? What? This sonata? Yeah, done.
Yeah,
last movement.
Fantastic music.
Fantastic music, and you brought so much joy to the studio. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
What is the secret of Poulenc for the clarinet?
Well, I don't really know. I think he doesn't have a secret for clarinet. He has a secret for all instruments, for all the music. He was just a great composer, and you know, the appearance of the music is light and easy and sounds almost like cabaret music, but I think it's more deep than it looks. It's very nostalgic and very melancholic sometimes, and I think it's very deep music. But I like in this movement we played. Of course, it's really like cabaret music, and now I think maybe Poulenc was inspired by, maybe he copied a little bit Charlie Chaplin music in Limelight. You know, param pam 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 piram, param pam pim pam param param. I think the themes, they are very close, and the spirits are very close. So now when I play that piece, I always remind the Charlie Chaplin mood.
When you write for wind instruments, it's almost like chatting, not like talking. He's just opposing the German music that they talk about valuable, serious matter, and he says, oh, life is nonsense. Life is just the n'importe quoi, it's the daily nonsense.
Yeah, that's, I'm not sure. Maybe he was saying this, but in a way, you know, he's a human being, and he has his own deepness and his troubles, and you can hear in his music. And
it sounds light, but there's a deep feeling and excitement.
And in the slow movement of this sonata in the Romance, it's a really love song, and it's really
That's why, because when he's chatting so much and talking so much light nonsense, then comes the moment of truth, and that is so much heart-touching.
Yeah, that's very French in a way. You know, the French, they are speaking a lot, too much, very fast and very loud, and speaking too much. But this is to cover something, you know, and they like to make fun, they like to make fun of each other as well. You know, that's very French, you know, to make jokes, little jokes of ironic things. But in a way, it's just to, you know, to cover kind of.
Yongho, how many styles we went through this composition? Just almost everything. It's like a survey of the history of music.
In a way, yes. There's kind of jazz elements as well, the rhythm, and also has classical clarity.
And so much eclectic music, and yet always his fingerprint is everywhere. You hear two harmonies, and you know. That is.
I think that's a sign of a great composer. There's their own language.
Yeah, but the harmony sounds easy, but as well it's not so easy. And I know a lot of pianists, they have problems to play the right notes. It's not so easy. Yongho did well.
And
Roman, thank you.
And on the other hand,
no, but it's really difficult to play.
And on the other hand, if you play a wrong note in this style, you know it is a wrong note.
Exactly.
While in some other styles, you don't care.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That's a fantastic point. Anyway, we gather together today, and we play just the two of you, and the one of you, and the one of you, but also the one of him. And now Yang Chang is going to play for us Bach for cello solo. Thank you. Young Chang, they started with Poulenc and brought some spas and sunshine, and then you started to play, and from the first sound I was carried away to a different world.
It is a different world, I think.
Yeah.
Was it a bad idea to play this saraband in the morning?
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
It was wonderful. And you know that our show is on the air also in the evening and sometimes late at night.
Mm.
And this music is good for the early morning, just to wake up, or to meditate in the early afternoon, or...
I remember, everybody remember Pablo Casals, you know. Every morning he gets up, before he started really practicing, he used to play a movement of Bach, always. The Martha, Martha Casals told me, every morning. It's a good thing.
I also know Martita very well, and
yes.
Casals was a great friend of Israel, and we took many filming of Casals in Israel. We have exclusive Casals playing of Bach sarabands, but the C minor.
Yes.
Unforgettable, unforgettable filming with Golda Meir, listening to him one-to-one. What kind of cello are you playing? It looks outstanding. I don't know what cello it is, but it sounds so well and it looks gorgeous.
It is, it's a special, it's a very beautiful instrument. Feel very lucky to have this. It's Andrea Guarneri.
Guarneri?
Yes, frankly.
Guarneri.
Yes,
so
Guarneri.
you must be a rich person.
No. People say the musicians we are all pure, but our spirit is something different. But, well...
tell me a secret. How much is the cost of this instrument?
Well...
Nobody can listen.
Between you and me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know, you know. I mean, of course, every year you pay the insurance, but I found this instrument 30 years ago. Well, to be exact, 29 years ago in New York. And, well, that time it was still affordable. I mean, I bought this instrument before
that time it cost only 2 million, and today it's
No, not that much. But still, it was, I mean, I, of course, had to make a loan from a bank. And, you know, I had to pay like 15 years from a salary. Yeah. How
many Guarneri cellos are in the world?
Well, I don't know exactly the number. How, you know, there's Andrea Guarneri is the father, the earliest from the Guarneri family. You know, there's a Peter Guarneri and there's a Guarneri family. But this Andrea Guarneri, apparently there are only 6 celli remaining, healthy. But I'm sure he made more than that. Yes, but it's from dated 1669.
I would say healthy is not a word. I believe now it's even more blooming after all those years. How old is it?
This instrument?
Yeah.
1669. So 340 some years, I think.
And by the time you own it, is it ever growing or?
Well, when I found this instrument, it hasn't been played for like 80 years. It was, somebody found this instrument in the northern Italian, in Closter, found it without any strings, and brought it back to New York, and a cellist, and he did some setup and restored it a little bit, and then he was playing a little bit, and then I found this instrument.
It must be
amazing.
Such a pleasure to play Bach on this instrument.
Yes.
Who was earlier, Guarneri or Bach?
Oh, so 1669. Well, so
It's about the same.
It's about the same.
About the same.
About the same.
Exactly.
Amazing.
No, it's a great,
amazing,
a great thing. I mean, it's great pleasure and honor to actually have, you know.
And responsibility.
Yes.
And responsibility. Thank you. By the way, Yang Chang is a known maker for pianos in Korea. Are you also the owner of young pianos?
Well, then I won't say it.
Okay.
You are definitely very rich.
And now it's a time again for the clarinet.
Oh, really?
And
Wow.
20th century Stravinsky.
Ah, Stravinsky. Okay.
Thank you very much again, Roman. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Again, so cheerful. Yonko, how come you are all in Israel?
Well, it's a long story. I have a friend who lives in Israel. His name's Ilan Rechtman.
Ilan Rechtman?
Yes.
Okay.
I hear that he was your pupil.
Yeah, he was a fantastic pianist and musician and composer.
Yes, so talented in every different, so many different
No
field.
wonder you are friends. He's blessed by you and you are blessed by him. So you have a friend by the name of Ilan Rechtman. Okay.
And well, I knew him when he was living in New York. I was also in New York. And then I hear from him that he's in Israel as a director of Tel Aviv Museum music series. And I thought it was wonderful that we have some series, play some concerts together. And we have a festival called Seoul Spring Festival in Korea every May. So, and that is an international collaboration of musicians, chamber music like this. So we brought it here. We are playing with Israeli musicians.
And Ilan plays himself
yes, of course.
as well.
Yes.
And you know, one of the loveliest definitions of chamber music is music among friends.
Right.
So here is music among friends. But now you are going to play for us a short showpiece for piano, and in a meal, in a good French meal, sometimes you give a sorbet between the main dishes. So we have main dishes, and now just a little sorbet to refresh the tongue.
Yes. I'll try.
My friends, before Beethoven, I would like to ask you a question. This is Beethoven, serious matter. chamber music is also very serious, is lifelong experience. And here you meet from all over the world and play Beethoven. Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes, we know each other actually very well, so it also helps.
Well, I think good musicians, you have to be flexible. You listen to each other.
We played it many times, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yes.
So now we...
Not too many compositions for clarinet, piano and cello.
More than we know. Yeah, sure.
I
Well,
don't want to make your life difficult.
Let's say 6 or 7.
Oh yeah. You can
works.
count them. Yeah. You can count them on fingers of one.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, but it's...
Yeah, but that makes our show so beautiful. You play alone, he plays alone, and then we finish.
It's a fantastic combination of sound. Huh? Yes. I like to play with...
It's the best sound combination, in fact. So let's hear the Beethoven.
Okay.
הנה כך נפגשו אצלנו בתל אביב הקוריאנים מגרמניה והקוריאנים מקוריאה והצרפתי מפריז, והרווח היה, גבירותיי ורבותיי, כולו שלנו. קמסמנידה, מרסי בוקו.